Wearing a shirt.
Oh,
Let's go.
Two shirts. Let's
go.
What is my manager told me to get dressed up for this. And I see you two buffoons. What's going on here?
Listen, man, Josh and I had a bet going on here whether you're going to be wearing a shirt or not. You showing up with 2 shirts kind of fucks the entire thing, though. So
this is a fucking suit to me. I thought I was showing up for Lex Friedman. Turns out this is the Nelson. What the fuck is going on here?
There would be some market resolution issues here if this was on Polymarket.
Tell me about
this is 2 shirts.
All right, to start off here, your quick take on peace in the Middle East.
God bless Israel.
That did not. All right, we'll get this back on track to something that will not get us either distributed widely and or canceled.
Oh, I'm getting a quick call. Jeff, I'm busy, Jeff. Wait, hold on. Jeff, just kill them, Jeff. I told you I'm busy. Just put them in the sack and I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's all right. Well, you're right on that one, Josh. You're right on that one. We're going to get Gabriel, the character, or Gabriel, the businessman, is going to be sitting in the executive suite of HBO selling some shit.
Sir.
All right, brother. Okay, so I think there's a couple interesting places for us to go here. Obviously, you're the dude who knows how to critique crypto in a way that makes everybody want to retweet it because we see ourselves in you. And now you're kind of stepping into a whole new scale and attempted reach, trying to, I'm assuming, shine a good light on crypto in some way by actually just calling out the absurdity of it,
or not.
What are you up to, brother?
Shine a good light. I mean, I'm just trying to shine a light. Whether it's good or not is up to you, right?
Yeah, I'm curious. Okay, I'm curious. What was the core intent behind just trying to, stepping into some main character energy on crypto Twitter?
I don't like how you phrase that question, so I'm going to answer it how I like. But basically, the idea was that I see that there is a huge opportunity in the media market for exciting crypto content, just like what you guys are doing. This is a completely new format, and more crypto content is necessary. And I see that opportunity in the market. There's not a lot of shows. There are no shows, movies, nothing that actually show the experience of the degeneracy of crypto Twitter. So that's it. That's the idea.
Yeah, it seems like the most obvious thing, because I mean, we spend our time tied into this insanity every single day. You get to taste it, and yet it is definitely not jumping the shark outside of our little bubble.
Do you see yourself stepping into like more self-indulgent content for crypto Twitter, or is this something that you hope can be appealing to mass market audiences who just hate crypto and want people to tell them that it sucks?
That's an interesting question. I mean, at the end of the day, I think that, again, you both came with a similar point, saying that shedding a good light, people hate it. At the end of the day, people will read a story and they'll make a judgment, but it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, what I want to show is what's really going on in the world of cryptocurrency. Real liquidations. People go through a liquidation every single day. And when you're trading hundreds of thousands of dollars, your heart is racing. You can't think of anything else. And you get that email and you just lost $100,000. You feel bad. And that is something that people feel every single day in this industry, but we never see it outside. So whether people think it's a good thing or a bad thing, it doesn't matter. It's exciting. It's entertainment. It's crypto comedy.
I mean, going in and trying to create like an HBO show sounds like you're kind of stepping away from the cultural zeitgeist a bit, right? Like the natural thing to do would be go and try to be a TikTok influencer or something, which I'm sure you've done. So I guess why kind of step back into the kind of more long form medium?
You think my progression is to be a TikTok influencer? What do I look like? I'm 16?
Dude, sure. I've seen your content, man.
Jason Derulo, what are you talking about, Josh? Give me some fucking credit over here. I'm wearing a fucking suit. What do I look like?
He's got a point, Josh, man. The guy's showing up. Fair, I mean, he's stepping into this. Okay,
you contain multitudes that I have not seen. So I'm excited for your.
What's the name of the
11
show?
a.m. Crypto's hottest live stream.
Yeah, it should be called the Amateur Hour, as far as I'm concerned.
Listen, we would not push back against that, my friend. Like we want to show up here looking like the standard idiot on the timeline that just has somehow convinced people in suits to come show up and talk to us on a daily basis. Actually, I think you might be the first suit to show up and talk to us,
which is hilarious. Yeah. I mean, why an HBO show?
Again, I grew up in an age where television meant something. Television was super exciting for me. I loved The Office. I loved Arrested Development. I loved The Sopranos, Game of Thrones, Curb Your Enthusiasm. All of these things really speak to me. And in this day and age, we don't have a lot of that type of content that exists. And I really feel that crypto is a perfect medium for that type of content. High production, crazy stories, wild entertainment. And that's what HBO really means to me at the end of the day.
I mean, it's a perfect fit as far as I mean, I think we're almost so numb to the insanity of what happens here that if you sort of step back, like, yeah, on a weekly, you could literally do like a weekly focus show just on what's happened that week and probably put together an incredibly entertaining hour.
I mean, that's what you guys are doing, no? Basically.
True. We don't have the gravitas and the style I think that you bring to here, and I think going for the.
Well, you got the beard.
Well, yes. Listen, it carries a lot of weight here. Okay, so I think you raised 150K to go at this. I'm curious how that came together, and like, yeah, what do you spend 150K on?
So how did that come together? Basically, I wrote a script and I really wanted to put it into production. I thought to myself, how can I get this done? And bottom line is, you got to get the money to make it. So I started reaching out to people and I said, hey, I have this idea. I need this amount of money. What do you think? And after a few of those calls, one guy was like, oh, I'll give you some money. I'm like, okay, great. This means that there's some market fit. If this guy's like, oh, this is a good idea, I'll give you some money, that means like it's legit. I don't have to be worried about asking other people. Like, this guy's a real legit guy. So it gave me some confidence. And I started reaching out to people. And slowly by slowly, bit by bit, we got the 150K. It didn't take that long, maybe 6 weeks total. But yeah, it was actually a difficult process. It's not always super comfortable asking people for money, alms for the poor feels a little bad in that way. But at the end of the day, it was really important for me to get people involved, because I do not believe that this project can be successful without the help and the skin in the game of these high-level investors. Because every person that invested, I know that they are going to go ahead and promote this. They're going to go show it to all their friends and all their family. And maybe they have a cousin in Hollywood that is a movie producer, or maybe their aunt is a set designer. You never know. So as many people that I could get involved who are really in cryptocurrency, who could be excited and passionate about this project, those are the people that I brought in. And that's how it all came together.
And I know you have a Juicebox study page up. Is that sort of, again, the same intention here, just giving a place for people who are interested in it to get some skin in the game?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't offer an ROI for the people that invest in the Juicebox, because that would be illegal. But basically, if you want to get involved today financially, monetarily, you can go to the Juicebox and contribute. There's some perks there, producer credit. And if you really want to ball out, you can get your PFP in the pilot. I put that. But at the end of the day, it's just about getting people involved. And if you want to contribute $10 just to say, this is a good idea and I want this to happen, that's really what I'm looking for. It doesn't even have to be financial. Just get in the Telegram chat, start talking to people. Actually, today I have a call scheduled with 2 producers who are in the industry, and I met them via the Telegram chat. Yeah. So things are happening in there, and that's really where I want people to get involved. Right?
What does the path from here look like? Do you have to go get a pilot produced, and then you have to go run the gamut in Hollywood and talk to studios and try to convince one of them that this is a good idea?
Well, I mean, I have to suck Harvey Weinstein's dick. That's on the road map. But other than that, I think that the idea is to make something that has a product market fit from the beginning, so I don't have to beg, borrow, and steal when trying to sell a season. So right now, I'm really looking for a production studio who is really, really invested in this concept, not just someone who's like, okay, I'll shoot this for you. Give me 100K, I'll make this for you. Not a sausage factory. So right now, what I want to do is what I am working on is finding a production studio who's passionate about this. And not necessarily that they have to put money in or anything like that, but just that they see the vision and that they're willing to put a tremendous amount of effort into creating this pilot as even a production partner, not just I'm hiring you. I really want someone who's really, really invested. And if we have that, then I believe we can have a really good product. And then once that's out, I'm planning to publish it online, X, YouTube, that type of thing. Once that's out, once we show the action, once we have that excitement, then we can go to all these different networks and say, hey, look, we already have a product market fit. Yeah. We've already done the thing. Let's make a season.
I got some people you should talk to, Gabriel, that are looking for stuff like this. So we should sync up afterwards. Because I think there is this new, I mean, obviously the big news this week is that, in crypto media is the Kobe NFT sale. I think you're just seeing the amount of money that's coming into dominating the prediction market space. There's obviously the chains fighting chains, all this sort of stuff. And I think there's sort of this next era of awareness, and people are trying to position themselves to be relevant outside of the crypto Twitter bubble. And it feels like this is kind of like maybe not the most obvious way, but feels like it could be the most effective way of kind of, not coming to the wider world with something that's entertaining rather than incredibly opinionated, which I think your pushback even on how we framed it here is really resonating with me. Can you talk a little bit about why you chose the specific story or era of, the Libra launch and Hayden Adams as sort of like the main character as the right thing to do this pilot around?
So to be clear, pilot actually has nothing to do with Libra, but the show was inspired by that whole story. The idea was I saw this happen. We had the Melee launch as shitcoin and all of the crazy stuff that Hayden said along with that. I don't know if you remember, but he's like, this guy is an N-word. I control his sister. Crazy stuff that should never be said. And I was just like, how can a person get to that place where they feel comfortable enough to say those things and, outright scam in broad daylight? Like, how does a person get to that place? So that was kind of the inspiration. And the pilot really revolves around this person who is perceived to be, a guy who made it, has a lot of money, a hotshot investor. But obviously, just like in crypto in real life, not all is as it seems. And he's in debt. He needs money. So he goes and he borrows money from some JD characters. And he basically gets liquidated and loses all the money. So the rest of the show is him trying to do all these crypto scams in order to fill the gap.
I mean, are you thinking about kind of integrating any crypto native kind of participant?
Absolutely. Okay. We have a sponsor, Gen Zcash, which is the meme arm of Zcash. So definitely integrating, and it'll be a perfect fit because just along with Bitcoin, ETH, you can easily slot in Zcash and nobody will say like, oh, that's an obvious shill, right? It just fits right into the whole world. And just like Zcash, I would love to have a leverage trading platform that would sponsor this, and we can see him getting liquidated on this platform. Right. It'll give so much more authenticity and texture to the world. And of course, the pilot, it has a lot of real life authentic stuff. Like this guy is very involved in NFTs. So he's friends with some NFT influencers. Eventually he's going to convince them to launch a shitcoin, right? So all of these things are real life things that happen, maybe not necessarily in this order or all to one person, but it's all real and it happens all the time.
I can even imagine you leaning harder into that, where like someone launches a meme coin on the show and you launch it, or like, prediction markets alongside what's going to happen. Like there's a ton of shit you can do here to just really engage the community alongside like episodes being released.
Definitely. And on that point, like aside from the crypto native stuff, which I think is great, a lot of my idea is to build this in public. So I have that Telegram chat that I already told you about. And as I build this, as I hire producers, as I do the casting, as I do the location, I really want to show that with people so that they're already excited about this idea before publishing the pilot. I'm not going to wait till the last minute. Get excited today. You get excited, and it's going to be in 6 months from now. I want people to anticipate that launch. So yes, definitely.
Yeah, man. I feel like the challenge here is focus rather than opportunity or ideas, right? Like that's crazy. This seems like the most obvious thing to do ever, and yet nobody's done it yet. And I feel like you're the perfect person to go do it. You got the credibility on in the crypto space for built up over years of funny takes, honest takes on what's happening, and clearly you can make things be seen, which I think is another key skill here, obviously. So yeah, man, I'm stoked. So yeah, where are we in the process? What's show us where we can start to be a part of this. I think people will be interested.
Yeah, as I mentioned already, follow on Twitter, 1000X Productions, but join the Telegram. I think that I'm gonna be trying to promote that more because I realize how important that is. So you don't have to rely on an algorithm, and the people that are actually heavily invested can participate as much as possible. But yes, if you want to also contribute financially, feel free to do so on the Juice Box, buy some merch. It's by no means necessary, but if you want to have skin in the game, if you believe in this project, then let's fucking go. 1000X Productions.
All right. Well, we'll be putting some money into that Juice Box for you there, my man.
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Be a part of the process. And if anybody's listening, and he's just laid out a whole bunch of incredible opportunities to, I don't know, get some skin in the game early and, make a bet on Gabriel's ability to go. Is crypto weird and compelling? And then can Gabriel package it up in an interesting way? Take the over on that any day, man. I think you've done an incredible job. I've loved your stuff for years. So yeah, it's gonna be good to watch. How long is this gonna take to get out there, do you think?
My plan is to publish this February next
It's
year.
a birthday gift for me.
That's pretty fast. That's pretty fast. I was expecting longer. Nice.
Well, I'm going to do my best. Right now, I still need a studio. That's where I'm at in the process right now. So if you have or know anyone watching is involved in a production studio that is actually excited about this, that would be excited about this, please reach out to me. Even today, you can even join the community call that is happening in the Telegram chat at 1 EST if you are really that excited. So yeah, that is really what again, it's not about just finding a producer who's just going to get this done, ship it out. I really want someone who's passionate and excited and can see the vision of where this goes.
All right, Gabriel. Well, open invite to come back and catch us up on anything big and interesting that's happening in your world. At 1,000, that's 1000X prod on X. I think that's where you'll find the Telegram chat. That's really where you want to be if you want to be a part of this. Being early to shit that has a chance of really breaking out into the mainstream just seems like a fun time for me. So we'll be joining that as well. 1000X prod on X. Gabriel, wish you the best, man. Thanks for showing up, looking so dapper.
Let's go! 11 a.m. club to the moon, baby!
Clip that shit. All right, brother. Best of luck. We'll catch you on the timeline.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
Peace, man.